English Speaking Skills 2. Lesson 7. Time. After this lesson, students will be able to express regrets and discuss hypothetical situations. They can also talk about a milestone in their life. There are 3 main activities in this video. Let's start with the first activity. Vocabulary Review. Let's see how well you remember the key vocabulary you have learnt at the beginning this lesson. Look at a picture, and call out the word related to it. You have 20 seconds before I show you the answer. Let's go. Milestone. Regret. Stay in touch with. Bonus question. Do you remember 2 other verbs to replace stay? Keep in touch with. Or be in touch with. Next. Driver's license. Scholarship. Retire. Serious. And last one. Mr. Right and Miss Right. Or that special one. Hope you get all pictures correct. On to next activity. Regrets. You are going to read about some regrets of 2 people. Have you ever experienced any of them? Give some comments on each regret. Let's try this regret first.
I should have spent more time with my grandma when she was alive.
Sample comment. Well, I can relate to this guy. My grandma passed away last month. I have a lot of things to tell her, but now she's no longer here for me. Next.
I shouldn't have spent all my last year's savings on that bag.
Sample comment. I've never been in this situation. I always think twice before I make up my mind. Okay. So now do this activity on your own. Read other regrets and give comments. You will have 30 seconds after each regret is shown. If I had studied hard, I could have got the scholarship. I should have spent more time with my grandma when she was alive. I should have stayed in touch with my old friends. If I'd come to the party last night, I would have met Henry there. I shouldn't have spent all my last year's savings on that bag. If I'd been more careful, I wouldn't have lost all my documents. Moving on. Next activity. How things would have been different. Talk about what you did or didn't do when you were younger, using suggestions in the map. Then say how things would have been different. For example, with the first block on the map, you can say, when I was younger, I didn't pay attention in class. If I had paid attention in class, I would have gotten better grades. Or you can say, when I was younger, I paid attention in class. If I hadn't paid attention in class, I wouldn't have won a scholarship. Go on and practice talking about what you did in the past, and how things would have been different. You have 2 minutes. Next. Activity 3. Milestones in people's lives. Look at the following milestones. How old are people when these things typically happen? Then, answer this question. How do you think life is like, before and after each milestone? An example answer. People are often 18 years old when they get their first job. Before you get a job, you depend on your family for everything. Once you get your first salary, you have to learn to spend money wisely. Now, you have 2 minutes to talk about as many milestones as possible. Pause the video if you need more time. Last activity. Make a short talk for 1 to 2 minutes about a milestone in your life. You have 2 minutes. Then I will show you a sample talk.
The milestone that I would like to talk about was when I passed the university entrance exam. It was about 10 years ago, and I was about to graduate from high school. So, basically, I had to study hard for the exam. I believed that if I took the exam seriously, I would do well. On the day of the exam, I first took the math test. I thought I would do very well, but it was harder than I expected. I couldn't answer all the questions. I felt less confident after this. Next was the literature test. Once I saw the question, I was worried. It was about a poem my teacher said wouldn't be on the test. I hadn't prepared for it. I was nervous, but I tried to stay calm. I remembered some things about the poem from class. In the end, I think I did okay. If I had studied all the poems, I would have felt more prepared. The English test was easy for me, as usual. I don't have any regrets about this part. Even though math was hard, I thought I did well in literature and English. Later, I found out I got a good score in literature. This made me and my family very happy. So why do I consider this a milestone? Perhaps this was the very first time I could ever write an essay on my own, without any learned sample, and my first 8 on literature ever. Besides, I learnt my lesson. If I had studied all the materials, I could have gotten better results. So, always be well prepared.